entry that we got, and I looked it up online. This actual weird puzzle appeared in Parade magazine several years ago, a few decades back, and over 10,000 people wrote in to say that the person who wrote the article was completely wrong, including 1,000 PhDs. So what you're about to learn is so bizarre and so counterintuitive and so backwards that 1,000 geniuses weren't able to understand it.
Wow.
So you two bastards have no hope.
Okay, fair enough.
This is a statistical problem called the Monty Hall problem. You guys have seen the show Let's Make a Deal, right?
Yes. Yes.
So let's do this. Imagine you're playing Let's Make a Deal, the original with Monty Hall, not the newfangled one, right? And in this, they claim that you could win a car. Behind one of the 3 curtains is a car, right?
Right.
Behind the other 2 curtains are goats. And in this case, let's make it real for you guys. I don't have a car to give away, but I'll say I got 20 bucks. If you guess correctly, I'll give you 20 bucks, right? And the other 2, you gotta buy me a beer. So right now, if you're gonna pick one of these curtains, what does your gut tell you the odds are of it being behind any one choice?
1 out of 3.
You say 1 out of 3, right? Yeah, because there's 3 choices. Only one of them has the car or the $20.
Right.
The other 2 are goats or you owe me a beer, right?
Yeah.
So let's do this. Let's play a little game. Who's gonna play? Or do you guys want to go by consensus? We're gonna do this with John. John, 3 choices here. 3 doors, right? Behind 2 are goats or you owe me beer. And behind one of them is a $20 bill.
Okay.
Which one of these doors do you want to choose?
That one.
That one. This one right here.
That one.
All right. Now, I could just turn it over and show you what you got.
You could.
But let's make things a little more interesting.
Let's do it.
I'm going to show you what's behind this door right here. There's a goat over here. Now, we could end the game right here. We could just show what's across the board. Because I'm feeling generous, I'm going to give you a chance. If you want to, you can change or you can stick with the one you got right now. Which one you want?
I'll stay.
Now, most people do stand. And why is that? 2 questions I'm going to ask you guys. And we're going to come back after the break and find out which is the right answer. First question is, does it matter if you change or stay the same?
At this point, now I have a 50-50 chance.
That's right. Because there's only 2 choices. It's either this one or this one. It's 50-50
right.
chance. You picked it, you're there. Second question. What are the odds that you'll win, both if you stay on the same one or if you change to the other one? Now, you just said you thought the odds were 50-50 across the board. And you know what? Just about everyone agrees with you. But we're going to find out after the break why you are absolutely wrong. All right, now for the shocking truth. Just about everyone who sees this problem thinks exactly the way you did, John. But the truth could not be any more opposite. And here's why. You picked this one right over here.
Right.
And then I revealed that this one was a goat. And I offered you a chance to change, and you declined.
Right.
Most people decline because it's very agonizing to make a decision. And once people make a decision, they tend to always want to stick with it, right? Okay. And that's the way, for example, they call it the puppy dog close with art pieces or furniture. They say, just take it home, use it for a week, and if you want to bring it back, you can. Otherwise, we'll bill you, right? It's very psychologically difficult to take back a decision once you make it.
Right.
So that's one thing going against you. Second thing going against you is, weirdly enough, when you pick one of them, first of all, let's see what would have happened, right? You picked this one, we revealed this one, you said you didn't want to change, and then the truth is, the 20 bucks, the car, was this one right in the middle, and you actually picked a goat. But there's 2 reasons I was going against you. One was statistical, one was psychological. Psychological we've already talked about. Let's talk about the statistical reasons. Look at it this way. Instead of looking at, right now, what are the odds that the one you'll pick will be the car?
1 in 3.
1 in 3. Let's flip it upside down. What are the odds that you'll pick a goat?
2 out of 3.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I was a little bit worried there for a second. The odds are much like, so you have to assume whatever you pick is probably a goat, right?
Right.
So you probably have your hand on a
You
goat.
have a better chance of picking a goat then.
You probably have your finger on a goat.
Right.
And then what do? I show you one of the other cards, and I reveal the other goat. So knowing that you probably, there's a 2/3 chance that you picked the goat, then the odds are that this card, there's a 2/3 chance that this card is
the card that I have to buy.
The card, the $20, right? So believe it or not only should you always switch, but if you do switch as a policy, your odds are 2/3, 66% of the time, that you will win. Does that make sense?
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
So I tell you what, if you decide that you're always going to switch when you can, there's only 3 ways that everything can run out, okay? So let's imagine that you start with this one.
Right.
I reveal this one, and we always decide that we're going to switch. So that means we switch to this one, and we reveal that this one is a goat, and that you now have the winner. I can't even throw the cards down right. All right, so that's 1 out of 3, right? What's the second possibility? Second possibility is you start here, I reveal this one, and then you switch, and it turns out that this was the car, and that was the goat.
Right.
So that means we have 1 to 1. Third possibility is you start with this one, I reveal that this one's the goat, you switch because we decided we will always switch, and it turns out that you get the car. So hard numbers, 2 out of 3 times, if you decide to always switch, you will always get the car. At this point, we've explored all 3 possibilities, so you know for a fact that 2 out of 3 times, as long as you always switch, you'll win, which is one of the most weird, counterintuitive things in the world, but you guys were freaking fantastic.